because that's where the beer is, which is the most important bit. So these flags have been created by Hunt and Darton, which are sort of a duo. But what they'll actually do at certain points of the day, a member of staff will kind of release them, so they'll be kind of locked in these boxes and rolled up.
Oh, like that one there.
Yeah, so they'll be rolled up, and then like an MGM lion will go off, and then one of them will fall down. So obviously you can see the sort of, it's all about sort of positivity as well, so collaborate, pro boredom.
I think they were saying before 43.
Yeah, so good. For this room, so we like, rather than calling it sort of a room, we're calling them sleep installations. So that's because they are. So every room's been created by an artist or two artists together, and they've kind of had to propose to us what they wanted to create, and then they've had all these sort of months. This was one of the first rooms that got installed, wasn't it? Yeah. Between this and Mark McClure. So when we came in, when did we start? At the start of August.
Yeah.
And there wasn't very many rooms. This was one of the only rooms that was done.
Yeah.
But she's kind of based it around. So it says here. So she's been researching women in spectacular popular performance traditions at the intersection of life stories and lesser known sort of Jewish, Eastern European, Irish, immigrant and minority women performers that have appeared in Blackpool shows and the politics surrounding them. So obviously in all these different, you can see sort of Jewish tattoos, and then obviously the ghost train in each different ones, which is what she did create a sort of ghost train that was on at the Winter Gardens. Wow. So all these have been created from sort of archives and things like that.
Ooh.
Oh my god, this is sick. So this room has been created by an artist called Mark McClure. Whoa. Yeah, so Mark is actually a very nice guy. I was just like, because obviously this is my job, like to do the art tours and things like that, so I've been collating all the information, and it turns out he's very, very helpful when you need something. So what he's done is he's kind of used the illuminations, so this actually lights up. It's like a sensory experience, so he's actually sort of used the illuminations as a sort of basis, and also the structural sort of connotations to Blackpool itself, so looking at sort of the rides and all these sort of things, and then kind of created this, anything pink and teal. I'm a 90s girl, so I'm like all over pink and teal. So when I saw this, I was just like, gorgeous, yes, get it. But obviously, as you can see, every room is so very different, but it's still sort of continuous, so there's still sort of the very similar colours, schemes and style. And obviously what we didn't want to sort of take away from it being a traditional B&B, so there's still that Victorian sort of heritage in the corridors, and you know, they didn't really want to sort of change it too much, but at the same time, if you did you come in beforehand?
Yeah, I came over beginning.
If you came in beforehand, Jesus Christ. I came in and photographed like the week before renovations started, because I'm a photographer, so I was just like, right, anything vintage and I'm all on. For someone that's lived, like for me, who's lived in Blackpool all my life, like looking at this wallpaper, I'm just like, it's unreal. Yes! And there's curtains to match as well. Oh, wow. So it's worked with a Manchester-based illustration to create these, so it's kind of gone around, it's all based around LGBT plus as well, and as you can see when you look out the window, what is that? Funny girls! So that's why he's been put in this room. So you kind of wanted to use a traditional toil, English traditional toil, and then kind of go, if you walk down the shop, we sell fags, that should say, which when you live here, you're just kind of used to. And then obviously these sort of Victorian stands, which are actually directly out of here. And then this is, I didn't notice this, like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Minions. And Minions. So we've kind of used, let me get the information. So, Jez Dolan's room is centred around the concept of LGBT plus play space and is centred in Blackpool's significance as a home and a destination for LGBT plus for many years. So, plus some reflection on his own connection as many years as a visitor to Blackpool. So all the furnishings and wallpaper of the room are a collaboration between Jez and illustrator Guy McKinley. So I didn't even notice this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, because I'd noticed this, but I didn't notice the buttons and the faces.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, what? I didn't even notice that until somebody just said, and I was like, but the curtains, the fabric as well, and then sort of all the images of kind of prompts from sort of Blackpool's past as well, like that, you know, the sort of history.
Amazing.
Go down very well. Well, it was only you. But this has all been vinyl on, so
Yeah,
this was. So this is another one of our suites. This sort of. I don't think what are we in? 102? 202? 201 we're in.
201, yeah.
It's live performance by Mel Grimfield and drag fabulous Vicky Bow. So fictional comedian Willie Little is the recurrent crumbling cipher at the centre of the piece. He embodies the slow death of music hall in Britain in the 1950s and a reprise of John Osborne's third-rate comic Archie Rice. So a central portion of the original script comprises over 300 audio fragments of the off-colour jokes, skits, bits and lurid double entries of dozens of dead comedians and is reproduced. You know, because people don't understand.
Well, it's about whether, like, maybe not like wanting to understand,
Yeah.
like being like open to kind of learning or being like, okay, what is this about? Not
Yeah.
just being like, I don't get it. straight
Yeah.
away. It's like, trying
Because
to.
obviously, like I said, it'll evolve as well. We'll evolve, and
So
the
how
company
did
will be
how
evolved.
did this come about?
So
I don't
Michael-
really know the full
Michael came up with the idea.
amazing idea.
Originally, he was going to have it at sea. Did you hear that?
Let's see.
Yeah, originally, apparently, he wanted it to be like on the beach or something, like on stores or something crazy.
Wow,
It's
that's
an
mad.
idea, but then they. Your idea sort of changed.
Reined it in, bring it on,
In the
man.
bloody middle of
Did
the
it actually,
Irish
like-
Sea, wasn't it?
Well, just I heard this off someone else, not off him himself. So it might not be.
Yeah, so he came up with the idea and then sort of got partnered with sort of the council and Left
That's
Coast
awesome.
and then got funding from
All sorts.
everywhere, like everywhere. So it's I think the full commission is about 2-3 million, isn't it?
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
So even the interior designers, you know, sort of been commissioned to create something that embodied, like I said upstairs, we didn't want to get rid of that sort of Blackpool
No,
Victorian
of course. Yeah.
heritage of the original B&B, because obviously the history of Blackpool and the B&B is a working class environment, so everyone came to Blackpool in the sort of Victorian time because they all worked in the mills and this was the place they came to on the train. So the Victorian heritage in this town is like what we built on. We were nothing before that. All the houses are Victorian, all the B&Bs are Victorian, do you know, so it was fundamental for us to kind of really keep in touch with that, and Jez Dolan's room kind of with the toil and stuff like that plays with that. But I think it was really sort of, I think once we started sort of getting involved, like you were an associate artist before me, weren't you? I think I was the last one to get it, but which all kind of, I didn't sort of, you just, now you've been, you'll just advocate for it.